Jo, let's have lunch together.
Fine, but you pay. What do you want to eat?
I'm craving Galaxy Burgers. I heard they have a new seasonal menu and I've been longing to try it.
Are you sure? People have been boycotting Galaxy Burgers for their unethical labor practices. It's all over the news.
I mean, it's just one burger. Come on, does boycotting even do anything?
Well, that's what we'll discuss in today's episode. Hi, I'm Jo.
And I'm Samiha.
Welcome to Reaccess Behind the Likes,
where we break down how people are responding to viral posts and issues. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification to make sure you don't miss a single episode. Wow, Jo, I know we just had lunch, but do you smell that? It smells so good.
Huh? Smell what?
It smells like chicken nuggets and fries. That one fast food chain?
You mean McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's. Speaking of which, did you hear about the recent controversy surrounding them?
Oh, yeah, the one regarding the Israel-Hamas war, right?
Yes, I heard that one of the Israel-based franchises of McDonald's announced that they were giving out free food to the Israeli military. While it may seem like a good way for them to show their support for their soldiers, it resulted in them receiving a lot of backlash from consumers. And it even got to the point where they received messages from other franchises saying that they had to distance themselves from them.
Wow, that reminds me so much of how Starbucks got caught up in some controversy as well.
Starbucks? I haven't heard that one yet.
So apparently, the Starbucks Union Group, also known as Starbucks Workers United, made a post on X with the caption, "Solidarity with Palestine." This resulted in Starbucks getting a lot of fallout from multiple Jewish groups. Starbucks then sued their union group for posting the message.
That's really unfortunate for Starbucks, but there's more to that story, isn't there?
Unfortunately, I heard people mistook Starbucks for their union group and boycotted Starbucks instead, despite them having zero involvement with the post.
Wow, it really feels as though corporations receive backlash no matter who they are sympathetic towards.
Yes, they certainly have to walk a fine line. By the way, did you know the term boycott came about because a land agent, Charles Cunningham Boycott, didn't lower the rent for his tenants enough. So they all decided to cut off ties with him.
That was over 140 years ago, and till today, people are still cutting off ties with prominent and big brands when they have clashes over work, ethics, and values.
I can't believe it too, because some of the brands people are boycotting may be their favorite, and they've already become dependent on it. Maybe they've always gone there for lunch, or maybe they've always been buying from that company their whole lives.
So, how do they cope with not being able to buy those things anymore? Well, they'll simply have to find alternatives to those brands. For example, instead of going to Starbucks, they might try Coffee Bean or use these opportunities to support local brands and try other coffee shops.
And as content creator Tired Desi Mom advises, you should only consider a boycott if you have an alternative, or you can go on living without that product.
Does boycotting Israeli brands make sense? Whenever I post on my stories, hey, let's support local brands, I get two kind of responses. Number one, Pakistan की economy और नीचे चली जाएगी. Number two, अगर आप boycott कर ही नहीं है तो फिर सारी चीजों का boycott करें ना. Social media का भी, internet का भी, phones का भी. Here are my 2 cents. We can only boycott if we have an alternate for it, or if we don't die without it. For example, I switched from Coca-Cola to Nido Coke. I switched from Dove to Skin Deep. I switched from Nutella to Totally Nut.
While some people may disagree with the brand's stance on certain issues, they may still choose to continue using their products due to their own needs.
Yes, some people, such as TikTok user Truth Hurts Her, have received immense backlash from others, as they have shown support for products from companies that support Israel.
Some people are also skeptical when it comes to boycotting, since boycotters may be using products from the companies that they're avoiding, or they may not believe that boycotting has an impact on such a big corporation.
Yup, many boycotters may still have some products that they had bought from the company prior to the boycott. This then raises the question, should you throw them away or keep them? This post shows a boycotter who threw away many of her products. While there were commenters who supported her actions, there were still many others who said she shouldn't have thrown them away.
Boycotting is actually much more complicated than we may realize, but is not talked about that often. For example, when people boycott a company, the livelihoods of their employees are affected as well.
In Malaysia, McDonald's says many of its 21,000 employees are being insulted and harassed when they are seen in public in their work uniform. It's really sad that ordinary people are getting caught in the middle.
Yes, and don't forget, if the big multinational corporations can't do business in the country, it affects trade and investments, which in turn can affect the country's economy. This will have a lot of impact on a lot of people.
There really is a lot to consider. regarding our priorities, beliefs, and more, just like Tired Desi Mom, who found alternatives to support her local brands. Given the complexity of this topic, we advise viewers to use your discretion when it comes to boycotting.
So does boycotting these brands actually do anything? I mean, these big brands are loved by so many, so it's hard to see the boycott actually being successful.
Well, actually, the stock prices of Starbucks, McDonald's, and Disney were decreasing during the peak of the boycott movement.
Oh, really?
Even though our individual efforts in participating in the boycott may not seem very significant, with everyone's collective efforts, it has really made a huge impact on these big brands. This was how the stocks went down during the peak of the movement.
McDonald's stock down from the boycott. Disney stock also down from the boycott. This is a worldwide thing happening. Starbucks down from the boycott. This is literally worldwide, so keep it up, keep boycotting. Obviously, we're having an impact, so don't stop.
In addition, some of the supporters of the boycott seem to want this movement to expand. They even commented on various soft drinks and celebrity brands to boycott. There were even videos of various Starbucks stores being empty in both Qatar and Kuwait.
Seems like so many people all around the globe are coming together to make this boycott work. And it's shocking to see what a global movement can do to even these big brands.
Definitely. And did you know there's a Palestinian movement called BDS? Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions that have been fighting for their cause way before all this controversy? According to the website, they were one of the major reasons for a 46% drop in foreign direct investment into Israel in 2014. In conclusion, boycotting actually does have a significant impact on companies, especially those that thrive off consumerism.
Many people feel pessimistic when it comes to advocating for social issues. They think that their contributions don't really matter or they don't have the power to do anything as regular civilians. However, taking action can be as simple as not buying a company's products.
Not buying also means saving money. I can substitute my fancy iced coffee with
Kopi peng, kopi sutat.
Kopi peng. And it's less than $3 for a cup.
Finally giving your bank account a break, huh?
Says you! Anyways, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Reassess Behind the Likes.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let us know if there's any other viral issue you'd like us to examine.
Bye!